Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing this evening? Hello, Brad Voigt. Still very good to see you. Dobbs, hello, my dear. Amanda C, hello, my dear. Good to see you. Rocky Mountain Bear, if you're still here, hello. Good to see you. Just getting things turned up here. We're going to start the show a little bit off differently. We're actually going to start the pre-show at 6:50 or 5:55 p.m. for about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll start the actual show. Change it up just a little bit. Give the opportunity for the announcement to go out into YouTube, and then we'll start the show. Good to see everyone. The link to dial into the show we'll post here in a couple of minutes if you guys want to dial into it. Actually, I'll go ahead and post it into the chat right now because I'm not sure how long it'll take for Stream Elements to post it. So there's the link to dial into the show if you guys want to do that. Yep, we did start the show. We are starting the show 1 hour earlier now. All right, HVAC, good to see you. Hey, Gilbert Rogers. Shalom from the Rapid City, South Dakota. Welcome, my friend. Hey, South Dakota, I might be heading that way next month, Gilbert. I'm not sure where exactly, but we're thinking about doing a road trip. Go through Wisconsin, Minnesota. Don't know if we're going to make it as far west as South Dakota, but we might. We'll see. I might hit you up if we make it that far. Meet up with you. Hey, little meal man. Good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for hanging out, spending a little bit of your time. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Do appreciate your support. And smash that thumb on your way in if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. And anyone that's new to the channel, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the HoosierStacker channel. Hey, CoinDude66, good to see you. I just put a video out a couple of days ago announcing my completion of 100 friendlies, 100 subscribers. So thank you everyone and all for your support on that. And I actually have the chat set up to where you actually have to subscribe to the channel in order to chat. And I did that not to draw up the numbers. Obviously, that's an advantage, right? But I mainly did that to prevent trolling from occurring. So we'll see if that helped or not. There's no minimum requirement. Basically, if you subscribe, you can start chatting instantly. But I did that to in an attempt to keep trolling from occurring. I had it set for 5 minutes, but during bingo night, when Salivate Mail raided the bingo night this past Saturday, there were complaints that people couldn't put anything into the chat because they had to subscribe. So they didn't realize they had to subscribe before they could chat, and then of course wait an additional 5 minutes. So the requirement to subscribe to chat is still there, but I pulled it back to no wait, no delay. As soon as they subscribe, they can start chatting. So good to see everyone out here this evening. Yeah, Barbara, good to see you. And just so everyone's aware, I did ship out all the bingo winning packages yesterday and today. Just got back from the post office, so that will be on your ways here to the winners from bingo night. And additionally, Barbara, I actually lost track of your winning from before Saturday night, the test show. I completely lost track of that. I was looking through my list of mailings. I'm like, did I send out Barbara's? I got to digging all over my desk here. I'm like, oh, I didn't send out Papyrus. So I put that out the mail today, along with all the other bingo winnings. So Barbara, you'll be seeing your what was that, 54 or 52 Benji. So that's on your way. That's on the way to you as well. Hey, Still Ringer.
Hey, Hoosier, how we doing?
How's it going? How's it going?
How are you?
Not too bad. Changing up the show just a little bit here, since we have an extra hour now to do the show differently. I'm actually going to start the pre-show right at 5:55, and then we'll start the actual show here in just a few minutes.
Good. Yeah, I like it. Hello, everybody in chat. Good to see y'all here today.
Hello, SMK. Good to see you. Welcome. So we got a. Well, we'll wait for a few more minutes, but yeah, we got, like I said, for the early birds out here, we did ship out a bunch of stuff today and yesterday. So I'm sure my post office is liking me right now.
Yeah.
But you know what? Everything I mail out, I always slap on an extra 20 cents for the extra ouncer, and then I always write on the envelope hand sort only. So hopefully that keeps the packages intact as they go through the postal system.
Yeah, they can be rough on them, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, and it seems like anytime I've seen videos of damaged envelopes, it's usually the edges that get damaged. Mm-hmm. So I always put like shipping tape around the edges and wrap it around the corner of the edges to reinforce the edges better. So it seems to work. I mean, the unboxings or the unopenings I've seen online from my packages, from people I've sent stuff to, envelope seems to be in good shape when they get it. So it seems to work.
Yeah, I think that helps a lot. I do all mine the same way.
Yeah. Eventually, when I can afford it, I'm gonna start getting some 5x7 mailers and maybe switch over to pirate ship to make it a little bit easier. But I'm not there yet in regards to the frequency of mailings. At least not yet. That may change. We'll
right.
see.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff about that pirate ship.
Yeah, a lot of people use it. Decent price. I was starting to look into it a couple of days ago. I'm like, maybe when I get to that particular volume, maybe I'll start using it. But I'm still good with just printing them off and slapping them on the envelopes with boxing tape.
Yeah.
Did the old?
Go ahead.
Old school.
Yeah, I've got to get a new printer. I had one, and for some reason it doesn't like my new computer, so. I have to get a new printer as well.
Like a shipping printer or just a regular printer?
Yeah, it was a label printer. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was looking at those dynos that are built specifically for shipper labels, the 5x7 shipper labels. Mm-hmm. Staples has them for like $315. I'm like, screw that. So they're online for like $200 or for like $100 less. So I'm like, okay, we'll go that route.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Silver Predator Casting, good to see you. And AZ Coins, welcome. Did anyone else get kicked out? Kicked out what? Predator, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. I hear crickets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're starting.
Yeah, they are.
That's good.
All right, everyone, let's get the show in a row. We will see you here in just a couple of minutes. Thanks for swinging by and hanging out with us, and welcome to a Stacker's Gathering. See you on the other side. Hello, stackers. HoosierStacker coming at you from Southern Indiana. Welcome to a Stackers Gathering, everyone. How is everyone doing this evening? And I got on the chat here, Still Renner. Hello, Still. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good today. Hope you're doing well.
Not too bad. Just getting things going here for a show. And yes, we did start the show earlier. We are, for everyone that's not already been here, coming in, welcome. We are starting a Stackers Gathering 1 hour earlier because my work schedule requires it. So we are going to start this show every Thursday at 5:55 p.m. I like the triple nickel. 555 is the old CB thing. Just saying. Old CB thing, triple nickel channel. So 5:55 p.m. every Thursday.
Cool.
Hello, Phil DeBoer, good to see you. And Debbie Silvertrap. Welcome.
Hello, Philip. Yeah, beautiful day in Indiana today, huh?
Oh yeah, I like this. Could be about 5 degrees, a little bit cooler, but it's not bad. The humidity's not there. That's the big thing. There's no humidity. That's the big thing.
Yeah. It's another beautiful day. Before long, it'll be 5 degrees colder. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. And then here in a few months, we'll be griping because it's too damn cold.
Exactly.
And then 6 months now, we'll be too griping because it's too damn hot. It never stops.
Sure doesn't. Oh well. Take these beautiful days and enjoy them while I can, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. My ideal weather, if I had the choice, would be the mornings would be in the low 50s with no humidity, and the highs would be about the upper 70s with no humidity. As long as the humidity is not a factor, that's the big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty good these last couple of days. The humidity seems to be pretty low. It's hanging out right around that 80. That's not bad. It's good stuff.
So yeah, that's my ideal weather now. Of course, I think if you want that more yearly, more year round, well, summertime anyway, you would not want to be like south of here or north of here like Canada, but Canada can get a little cold in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm sure they're probably starting to wear jackets up there, getting close to it anyways. So
that's one of those things where, is there really any ideal weather except for Hawaii? So, if you think about it, and then Hawaii can even get hot at times too, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, that's all changes. If it didn't, we'd get bored, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, but you know what? I can remember. I may have mentioned this before. If we get weather where it's like when it used to be 25 below in the winter time, I didn't mind that when I was much younger. Mm-hmm. Not so much these days.
Right.
Not so much these days. So I can remember splitting wood out in the middle of the woods, 25 below, and nothing more than a flannel shirt and pair of jeans, because I was working up a sweat so much, wearing winter clothing. But as soon as you stop cutting wood, man, you have to throw everything back on to keep you from freezing out.
Absolutely.
But that was many years ago.
Yeah, looks like we got somebody backstage.
Yes, we do. Hello, HVAC. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, how y'all?
Hey, HVAC.
I made it.
All right.
Had two accidents in front of me coming home. It was like, come on now, give me a break.
At least they were in front of you and not with you.
That's right.
It always happens when you're in a hurry.
Well, I was doing good. Yeah, it said I'll be home at 5:45, and got here at 6 o'clock. 15-minute delay. Let me close this door back here.
All right.
So,
Robert Babcock, good to see you. Welcome. Donald, New Mexico. Hello, hello. So just for everyone that's just now jumped in, that won bingo prizes this past Saturday.
There we go.
I shipped out all your packages today. They should be arriving in here in the next week or so. Yesterday or today, so they should be arriving here in the next week or so. So that's always fun. I always make the mailman happy doing that.
Got Donald. We're not live yet, are we?
Yes, we are.
Oh, we are.
Yes, we are.
Hi, Donald. Barbara. All right. I was listening on my phone. It's like, we'll be there. Be back in just a moment.
Yeah, I did the show start a little bit differently. I actually waited to go live right at 5:55, and then we just talked for about 5 minutes or so, and then we started up the actual show. So changed it up a little bit since now we have an extra hour to have the show now. So I'm not so stressed to try to get stuff into the show in an hour and a half. Now we got 2.5 hours. So
well, I thought you had to get to work.
No. I'm still scheduled going at 9 o'clock, but I pulled everything back to 6 o'clock on the show on Thursdays primarily because it doesn't conflict with work for one. We're so rushed. But additionally, if you ever watch the YouTube, the community, things are relatively calm until 7 o'clock, and then bam, everyone jumps on at 7 o'clock. So and does their lives at 7.
Yeah. What time is it now? I'm so confused.
It's
5:15, man. My phone
6:14.
Yeah, about 5:15, my phone went nuts. It's like boom, 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 boom. Everybody starts posting all kind of YouTube stuff. Like my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
starts to get busy. That's for sure.
I didn't have time to lay out my other. Let's see if it's ugly or not.
Well, since we're doing that, let's do a quick giveaway here. We'll do I'm not going to do that. That's a candy half. We'll hold off, and that's a really shiny candy half, by the way. Not touched by HVAC Residential Basics. Just so everyone knows.
Give it to me.
No. I'm on the wrong camera. Hang on a sec. I didn't realize I was on the wrong camera all this time. What's going on here? Let me switch to the right camera so you guys can actually see my stuff. I thought I was looking at the right camera here.
And HVAC, I don't know if you've seen, but Robert Babcock has said thank you for the coins that you donated and he won on the bingo night. So
oh sure, man. Enjoyed it. My
There we
pleasure.
go. Yeah, that was a good time, and I'm already getting all sorts of positive feedback. Heather mentioned a couple times now, when's the next one? When the next one? I believe Scott Loves YouTube said the same thing. So I'm getting a lot of positive feedbacks from bingo night. So we'll do that for a couple more months, once a month, and then we'll review and see if we want to change it up by increasing the frequency or whatnot.
yeah.
Well, I reached out to Found It Buried on his live stream, and he gave me his email, and I emailed him, and I haven't heard back from him. So if any of y'all see him, tell him to email me.
He's
Or
usually
check his email.
If I see him, I'll hit him up. He's usually on so late. That's when I usually see him. Is late night. So
Yeah, he came on like 1 o'clock the other night. It's like, my Lord.
yeah, he has some night shift hours. That's for sure. If I have a little bit of free time at work, I try to pop in and hang out with his channel for a bit while I'm at work. But usually whenever I see him, he's usually like super late.
Yeah.
I don't know if he lives on the where does he live at? I think he lives in British. Yeah, he's in Canada. I think he lives in I I think he lives in British Columbia, which is the far western Providence up there, I believe. So for 1 o'clock in the morning for me, it's only like 11 o'clock for him. So, hello, Love Button. Good to see you.
Love Button. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I see him on a lot while I'm trying to go to sleep. So I get to watch him as I'm going to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, that man is just absolutely hilarious when it comes. He just does his thing, and then when you get like Nick Molar on there, and then he'll really start getting edgy, and every so often you'll hear Nick say, "You can't say that, George."
Yeah, I woke up about 3:30, and I think he was just coming on or going off. It's like, my goodness. But, I guess if he's on the west coast of Canada, that would be all right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives over there in British Columbia. So that would be 3 hours behind us, or behind Eastern time. So basically California. I believe we're on the same time zone as California.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. What do I want to do for that? I don't want to give that guy away. That's just way too nice to give away. That's that 40%. 40% candy, untouched by you. 68. We'll save that for something else.
There's a rule that if you show it, you have to sell it or give it.
Here.
If you pick it up and say, "Hey, y'all, look at this," what y'all think in the chat? If he picks it up and shows it off, does he have to?
There we go.
Give it away, or
I'll do this one. How about 1971 Ike?
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. And how about this? How about 1971 Ike? I'll do that. I'll put that there. If I put it on this camera, then it's up. There. How's that?
Hey, Prepper Chris 1.
Hey, Prepper Chris. Good to see you. Let's see. I don't have everything ready for a quick giveaway. We'll just do a number. How many we got in chat right now? About 20.
I'm showing 14, but I think
14,
I'm lagging.
Yeah. All right. Let me find the right number here.
How many thumbs up? I've already got my thumbs up in there. 3. Come on, y'all. Come on.
I see 11.
A half. Okay. Mine's showing 4, but that's on my phone. So.
Yeah, sometimes they don't update.
I don't know how accurate that number is, because there's been times there's been like only one watching, but I know there was like 3 or 4 out there, so I don't know how often or how accurate that is half the time.
Yeah, a lot of times you got to refresh. I just did. Now we're up to 21. Woohoo!
Thank you, everybody. So we got 20 watching, or we got, how many thumbs do we have?
Thumbs up. Love Button says she is number 20. So
cool. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for everyone's support. And real quick here, thank you everyone for helping me achieve 505 friendlies this past weekend. That was quite. I saw that email. I'm like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So I knew Sal did his raid on Bingo Night, but I didn't realize he had basically pushed it over the edge. I was looking for I think I needed like another 14 or something like that.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a big number to pass.
So yeah, and everyone says it's actually harder to achieve 500 than 1,000. So
Donald says you're 505 now.
Yay, I'll take it. Thank you, everybody. All right, got the number here. Want to set on top of the Ike, just like that. All right, so we're going to do a giveaway for this 71 Ike. Put into the chat a number from 1 to 20.
There you go.
A number from 1 to 20. One time only, no retractions, please. And hello, everybody.
Like some of those other channels, 1,489, 284.
That requires
that type.
That requires me to think. I don't want to think. So
yeah, that hurts your head number there.
All right, show chat. Where are we at?
So, Hoosier, I'm seeing a few people that are not blue. Are we going to be taking some numbers today for the next bingo night?
Yeah, if time allows, yeah, we can do that. I was thinking about that last night. By the way, check your private chat real quick, guys. So yeah, I was thinking about that last night. Thinking about it. Stop. Who we got? Let me look here. Who was the first with that number? I see. Let me verify. And I see this person.
I see Debbie as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Congratulations, Debbie Silvertrap. You have won this 1971 Ike.
Congratulations, Debbie.
Good guesser.
I'm going to start changing my numbers here because I'm starting to repeat my numbers. But I'm not going to do the 1,364,000. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Oh,
Robert Babcock. He
There we
got
go.
17 as well.
There you go, Debbie.
About 5 too late.
Yeah. Congratulations, Debbie. Email me, HoosierStacker@gmail.com to claim that prize. Congratulations.
Oh, I see some nice shinies sitting there. Man.
Yeah, this was all the stuff that I had collected for the bingo nights Saturday, including this Ike. I grabbed all this stuff up for bingo night. Yep, it's all the copper.
Right.
Some couple of dragon eyes.
I've been seeing quite a few copper stuff on all the different channels. Looks like it's maybe getting to be the neat little rage.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot more popular here of late.
Well, if they put some good artwork on it, I mean, I have no problem in purchasing that. I mean, that's cool. Was that a dragon?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
Ooh.
yeah, that's got a couple of those.
Looking right there.
So yeah, I picked up these guys for bingo night, but and other potential giveaways along the way. But those are really cool. And Scott Loves YouTube, he actually won this guy. Not this guy in particular. That's what Scott Loves YouTube won during bingo night. What's this copper? I actually sent his in the mail. But this is basically what he got. He has coming his way. So yeah, really nice looking, and really nice looking copper. And they're 1 ounces, of course.
Yeah, they're fun. They put some nice designs on them. They're fairly inexpensive, so it's easy to collect some of them.
Oh yeah,
and they've about doubled in price. In the last year. So
yeah, that's one thing that Pirate Stacker mentioned was the price per pound, because that's how they do everything is by pound when it comes to copper. But the price per pound has doubled in the last 3 or 4 months, I believe he said. Last time I talked to him.
Yeah. So that's another thing. You can pick up a few of those, and you never know what it's going to do.
I just sent one of my LCSs a link. We'll see if he comes in.
All right. But yeah, and I also picked up this guy here. I don't know anything about it, only that it shows the mintage. I don't know if it's of any value or not, besides for 5 cents.
It's a shiny one.
It is.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
It's called a deep camel. So whatever that means.
Camel or cameo? Cameo.
Cameo. Not to be mistaken for camel. Camel toe? No.
Yeah, it's probably like camel toe.
So deep cameo, whatever that significance is, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a collector. I'm a stacker. Damn it.
I think it's like from what I see, every time I see one, it's struck so smooth. It gets a black. Like the background just really wants to turn, not tarnished black, just a shiny black. I don't know.
So I picked that guy up for some giveaways in the future. So yeah, I don't like I said, I don't get into the collectible stuff anyway. Now that being said, I don't have my wallet with me. Gosh darn.
Hey, Barbara loves copper. She has quite a bit. Barbara, you want to come on and talk about your copper?
Hey,
Teach us something.
I'm gonna grab my wallet real quick. I gotta show you guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
How much you want to bet he does not show his credit cards?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think copper's fun. I mean, you know, it's pretty inexpensive. You know, I picked, I don't know, 80 to 100 ounces up, I think, you know, when they were down around $1, and now they're, you know, $2, $3, depending on when and where you get them, you know, or whatever. So it's definitely not, you know, it's going to make a big profit, but hey, you never know. Every little bit counts sometimes, you know.
Well, it's like the old pennies. I mean, they sell them at on my LCSs for like 2 cents a piece. You know, It's like, my goodness.
Uh-huh.
And they're not even collectible other than just for the weight.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun to have a few of those old ones. You know, I went through a bunch that we had sitting around here from grandparents, you know, and I found a few, you know, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah. Barbara's looking to do a copper kitchen sink. How cool would that be?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, I'm back.
Get some different toning going on there.
Yeah, as I say, that thing would probably be hard to clean or keep clean.
Let me see if I can big screen this, because I need you guys' input on this. Out here in the audience, you guys here on the panel.
Donald says, I stack 10% copper constitutional. That's a different
Copper
way.
constitutional. There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Thinking out of the box.
I need to go big on my close-up camera. Give me a second here, guys.
Go big. Go big or go home.
Because I got something I could use some insight on. Go big, go big, go big. Come on. Go big. All right. So, went to my late night only place to eat near my workplace, White Castles.
I have never had a White Castle.
Oh man,
Makes you it's quite unaffordable or inexpensive, and as long as you don't mind the gas afterwards.
Well, yeah. Bristol's the thing down here, and they are shutting down left and right.
What's it called?
Bristol's.
Yep.
Same
Basically
steam.
the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think White Castle steams everything. The bun, the meat, they just steam the buns here.
Oh.
I'm wiping off the grime, but I am not polishing this coin. So but I do want to show this to you guys. Tell me Nick. I guess your ears were burning. We were talking about you and George earlier about George's show, late night show, and every so often, Nick, you get on there and just get me agitated. And every so often I'll hear you say, you can't say it. Tell me. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. Focus.
Still, is it just me, or is Hoosier's mic dropping out?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was my internet cutting out or what, but something is a little bit.
Let's try that for a second. Let's see if that helps. Okay, never mind. You know what? I thought this was a W before I cleaned it off. It's actually a P, so it may not be of any value at all. I thought it was a W.
Yeah, W might, but I don't think a P is.
What is
I'm not too good on those.
So never mind. I thought this was something. I thought this was a W until I just cleaned it just now, and it turns out just to be a P. It's a Perry crossing quarter, but with all the grime on it, until I wiped it off just now, it looked like a W.
Yeah.
And then I took all the grime off just now. I'm like, oh, never mind. It's just a P. Disregard. I didn't recognize the reverse either. So Perry crossing, whatever that is.
That's something I have never even noticed, is all the
Never mind.
quarters. I mean, I've been working off a debit card for so long. I knew there were some different quarters out there, some of the states and different things, but I had no idea till I started watching YouTube of all the different stuff that's out there. It's amazing. Some nice
there's
artwork on the back of them too.
Quite a bit, isn't there?
I think all the states got one, and there's all different stuff. I mean, that would be a full-time collection right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, they actually made silver state quarters. They're hard to come by though, but every so often you'll see a silver state quarter.
See you, Robert. Thanks for dropping in.
And then when you add on top of that they have, I guess, colorized state quarters now too. I've only seen a few of those, but they're out there.
One of my LCSs has gold-plated, gold leaf, I guess, quarters down there. I think they're selling them for $1 or something like that. I mean, not much gold.
Right.
Good night, Robert.
Wouldn't want to scratch it.
Yeah, I don't collect those quarters much, but I've seen a book full of the colorized newer quarters like that, and I was like, wow, I probably should have got it just to have, because I don't see those every day, but
yeah,
they're out there.
Yeah, I took my grandson down there, and he saw those gold. Papa, is that gold? I said, well, it's very thin, like painted on there. He lives in Florida. He says, you think there's one from Florida? It's like, if you can find one, I'll get it for you. So, man, he dug through that box and found one.
That's cool. Yankee actually has a tube of silver quarters. I can't remember what state, but he actually has a tube of silver quarters that he got from Tim Marshner. And who was it? What online store had them supposedly? It's not one of the big box stores. It was a smaller online presence. I can't remember who it was. No, anyway, they actually had a large variety of the state silver quarters. They were like, I can't remember what states they had, but they had several states of the state silver quarters. So I thought, well, I could buy those, but I don't know. That's one of those I might dip if I see it at a flea market type of thing, but otherwise, I'm not so worried about it.
They're like current date.
Well, I mean, they were the silver quarters. They were the state quarters runs that they had back in the early 2000s, and they actually had a silver version amended from San Francisco. They actually have a San Francisco mint mark on them, and they're actually silver. So San Francisco made not only their clad San Francisco minted coins, they also made silver San Francisco 9% silver San Francisco minted coins as a collector item, and you see them out here every so often.
Never knew that was around.
Oh yeah. I don't know if all this. I don't know if all the states were covered, but I know there are some out there that were minted with silver, 9% silver, back when they did their statehood run back in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, Kathy's Corner. Good to see you.
Kathy.
Hello, Kathy. How you doing, dear?
Welcome.
Well, since we have a little bit of free time here, let's go ahead and see if there's anyone out here who has not signed up for HoosierStacker Bingo. Let's see if there's anyone out here that wants to sign up. So anyone that's out here, this channel does a HoosierStacker Bingo. It's held right now on the first Saturday of each month at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's free to sign up, free to win, free giveaways. So if there's anyone out here that's interested, that's not signed up to HoosierStacker Bingo, go ahead and put into the chat 10 numbers from 1 to 75.
Hey, Hoosier, my LCS has popped in the chat, and he said, put the link in there.
Oh, okay, I can do that. I can do that right now.
Right here. You're going to post it in there right now. Just click on it and...
Yep. Click on it and set up your mic, set up your camera if you so choose, and then hit join. And then I'll pull you in from the backstage here.
Yep. And he's the one that has all the nice new shiny stuff.
Yep.
Rarely does he have old. doesn't have much constitutional.
So BR Williams
okay.
wants 79. BR Williams, you cannot have 71.9. Just saying.
Oh, give it to him. Let him have it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
Not gonna have
suppose he
much
could have
luck
it.
with it.
Though, we could get to the point where we could have more than 75 instant giveaway numbers out there. I may have to still go beyond 75. I may have to break out another 25 or so for
just for the gall though. I mean, the odds of
Andre. I see you on the backstage there, but I see your face. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to turn on your camera here. All right, here we go. So everyone, I'm HVAC. I'm gonna let you introduce the gentleman here.
all right. This is Andre Osborne. He is a silver stacker, gold stacker, entrepreneur. He has actually been on Good Morning America. Am I right?
Wow, nice.
Yeah, we got a little bit of recognition a couple years back.
Yeah.
60 Minutes, Good Morning America. They filmed us live, but I'm just a regular person. Just I like what I do. I like helping people get into the industry. Oh, when I say industry, but getting into the stacking and investing, it's fun. It's something that I took to when I got in the industry, and what can I say? Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Well, hello there, Andre. Glad to have you.
Andre, nice to meet you. Thank you for swinging by a Stackers Gathering. HVAC does a lot, talks you up a lot. So,
Well, thank you.
Nice to meet you there.
I got to live up to the hype.
You see the chat there from Kathy's corner. He's more handsome than all you up there.
Well, thank you for having me. I've never done this before. I talk a lot at the shop. Me and Steve talk a lot, but I've never done this. So I guess this is my first time really doing
Well, you've got a good presence.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to contribute.
You got a good face and voice for it.
Yeah, next time I'm heading down to Florida, I might have to swing by your store and check it out.
Sure.
Me up with HVAC. And so how far off are you from I-75? I guess it's a good question. If I'm coming down 75, how far off are you?
We're actually by 285 in Spaghetti Junction. That's where we are. So we're on the other side of the 285. Well, no, so 75 is the middle. We're on the other side. I tell people, if you know where the CDC is, where they do all the press conferences, we're about a mile from there.
75 hit 85, go north. It's probably, with no traffic, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes.
So 15, 20 off of 75 then, HVAC?
Yes.
Where 75 runs into 85 in downtown Atlanta. Take 85 north, and he's probably 4 or 5 exits.
Okay.
Up.
Yeah.
And people run 65, 70 miles an hour up through there. So you'll get there pretty quick.
So, Andre, do you have an online presence in?
Yeah. I actually tried to wear my shirt. We are alexlexington.com.
HVAC, you gave me that link last week. Go ahead and put that into the chat.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know. What I tell people is we don't do a good job getting up all the stuff that we have in the store because it moves so quickly. It's better if you come in just so you can get a vibe of what we have. We do a little bit of everything. So we do your constitutional silver. I'll have a stack of that. But we do a lot of the generic rounds. I'm trying to dabble in the numismatic stuff. I'm not the best at it.
That's where I get my toned panda.
Yes.
Yeah. If it'll focus.
Yeah.
Anyway, trust me, it's toned around the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's actually, you actually recommend, Andre, that it would be better for your customers, for potential customers, to actually come to the store.
Sure, because we like the personal touch. The personal touch is what makes it unique compared to everybody. I'm selling customer service at the end of the day.
Do you have a
you
lot
can
of
go anywhere,
customers?
just-
Do you have a lot of customers outside of the metro there, or are they primarily in the metro?
I have a lot of customers that travel in to see us. I've got guys that, let's like, for example, you said that you're traveling in. I had a customer call me. They're in the entertainment industry because Atlanta's big on film. They pass by and see me every time they come in. They're going from Philly. I had a customer said, "Hey, I've got some constitutional and I'm going to be passing through. I got a whole thing of dimes, BU dimes. You interested?" And I'm like, "Sure. Stop on by. You know, I'll see who's interested and I'll pass it on."
Do you dabble with copper?
Not yet.
Seems to be getting really popular here of late.
Yeah, I don't know enough. One thing I've always been keen on is if I'm not sure, I'm not gonna speak on it. It's become a thing in like the last what?
Here's just within the last few months.
Really? I was gonna say 7 years.
It seemed like here online anyway, there's been a lot more talk about copper here of late. Copper, as in copper rounds like this.
So I was gonna say what sizes, because the last time I really saw some, they were like kilo sizes.
Well, this guy here is a 1 ouncer. Yeah, this guy here is a 1 ouncer, and I actually got this at my LCS here in Clarksville, Indiana, for $4.
Okay, that's a pretty good price. I think.
Yeah.
The last one I saw was like $15 or something like that. It was under $20, and it was like a kilo. I think it was something, small, but it was cost effective wise. I never really thought about copper like that. And my father-in-law, he's the person that got me into the industry. He said copper should pick up some steam within the next couple of years. So being ahead of the curve is always good.
Oh yeah. Well, it's got to be a good deal when there's one particular person out here in our community that actually has a 26-pound slab of copper.
Oh boy.
Because him and a good friend of his who's also in this community, they're always competing with each other to try to outdo each other when it comes to how much copper they can get in one chunk. So far, 26 pounds is the largest size I've seen so far. So
jeez, 26 pounds, that's
crazy.
That's a lot.
It's huge.
It's like a cinder block or a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my previous life, I was an electrician. I've got an uncle that's an electrician. I did this with them before I did this business. So I'm familiar, but that's a lot of copper.
Yeah, I don't know where they got it, but it's a big old platter. Probably a platter is probably 16 inches diameter. That's nothing but it's probably about 2 inches thick of copper. It's like,
oh gosh,
where do you find that at? I don't know if he melted it or what.
Yeah, the best place is to get the copper wire out of old buildings and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And plumbers.
Or if you're tearing down a building, a recycler stream. Oh yeah. Yep. So Andre, I always ask new people coming into the channel here that always come up. I always ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
First question is, tell me a little bit of history. Where did you start getting into the coin collecting bug? When did this start? And then the next question would be, what inspired you to start?
I got into the business in 2010, so it's been 11 years. I had no experience with any kind of metal. I had no knowledge of coins. I didn't know what years were anything. And I got into the business of just precious metals. Mm-hmm. And we used to get these coins come in, and we had a whole bunch of Morgan and Peace dollars. And I would just see them and be like, these are pretty nice. I love the art. And I don't know, I just took to it. And what really helped me was I met a guy who was, I say I'm relatively young for the industry, but I met a guy who was like 18. So he was like 7-8 years younger than me at the time. And he would come in and it's like, hey, you got this, this, and this. And I started, looking at it, a little more closely, dates, conditions, and it's like a treasure hunt, and that's what I like
Mhm.
about it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I always like interesting things. Like I personally started getting like Batman versus Superman, just characters, things in here, here and there. Is it for investment purposes? Yeah, but not really. I like it, just from an art perspective, and that's really what intrigued me. And nobody else knew. Yep, there you go, Captain America. See, and I was a comic person also growing up, so I think that's something that really hit it off with me. So I got into the industry, and that's what I took to. We melt a lot of stuff, and
So your inspiration was sort of like you just sort of fell into it because he's just the art attracted you to it, right?
And of course, from collecting comics, there were dates and editions.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like your Morgans, your Eagles, different things are dates and editions. It may not be a ton of money, but they're nice to look at. And the hunt, everybody likes the hunt. If you're in it for the fun of it, they always say don't do it because you think you're going to make money. Do it for the hunt.
No.
You like to shop. People like to shop. People love getting the deal. So what I tell my customers, for example, is if I can get something at a good price, then I extend the value to you. And I think that's why me and Steve always hit it off. He's like, hey, do you have any of this? I said, you know what? Let me go look in the safe and see what I got. And something might be tucked in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know, are you interested? And I like fitting things to the customer, because I've got customers that won't touch 90% Constitution. They won't touch it. And then I got some people that's all they want. So I always like to put people in the vehicle that they like, and that's also fun for me.
So
I do it for a living, but it's fun. You see the look in people's eyes, like they're like, "Oh my gosh, I've been looking for that." That's
Have you started dabbling in gold yet, there, Andre?
Yes, Geiger.
Yes, this is a Geiger. Yep, this is a 10-gram gold Geiger. Picked up at my LCS.
I've never seen anything gold in Geiger. They do a very cool 10-ounce bar that's very small, compact.
Yeah, their Geigers are. I don't know. Back when I got this Geiger, before that, I was telling people out here in the chat, like, I don't want Geiger. It's just another piece of metal. What's so special about a Geiger? Then I found one at my LCS, looking for some American Gold Eagles. I found some quarter-ounce Gold Eagles, and this guy caught me. This was in the corner of my eye, and it caught my attention.
That's a cool looking bar. I've never seen one like it, and that's something that I would like keep for myself. Like they always say you don't fall in love with the stuff, but there's stuff that I just keep for myself. I think I figured out a way to tone coins. That's something I've been trying to figure out for the longest time.
Who is it out here in the community, guys, that does artificial toning on a regular basis?
I think Steve said he met a guy that can tone like anything, however you want. But
yeah,
I kind of stumbled across mine by accident.
There's quite a few people. I do some on just generic rounds and whatnot. I've been messing with that, and I'm starting to do some antiquing on some rounds. So there's a couple different ways to do it. It's pretty neat.
Well, I kind of stumbled across mine. I left them in my backpack, and for the longest time, and a couple weeks later, I saw some toning. So
with your dirty socks.
Yeah, we don't talk about someone cleaning their shinies around here on this channel.
Rule number one, I tell people never clean it, no matter what it looks like.
HVAC.
Never clean it.
I was going to ask you, Andre. I was going to ask you. You said you kind of buy stuff for your customers, specifically. So, HVAC there, he likes that dirty constitutional. So I didn't know if you kind of pay attention and try to buy all that for him.
That half, I think I might have sold him that half he has to the right.
Oh, really? Yeah, the nice guy
here. No, this actually came from my LCS here in town.
Okay.
No, he's talking about on HVAC screen.
Yeah.
Oh, my screen.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second.
So, but
Yeah, that's my speed there. That one in the flip, that nice dark
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So the one in the flip is what I'm talking about.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Liberty.
that's what I like. That nice dirty tone
That's
stuff.
Yeah.
Dirty tone.
Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something out my bag real quick.
All
Hold on.
right.
He's going to get his stash. He's breaking out. The LCS man is breaking out his stash.
So
Can you
so
turn up
he-
his volume?
he's cranked up as high as he is, but his audio's only coming in on the left side for some reason.
That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah, something with his mic. That's cool. I can hear him. I'm turned up though.
So this was.
Hang on a second, Andre. There you go, bud.
Oh,
So, you know,
Oh,
Engelhart,
Engelhart.
the thing about some of the Engelharts, the odd sizes are, can get pricey. But I don't know how I did it. I had this in a plastic bag. It was bounced around my bag, and it toned pretty even. I mean, I don't know. I don't think my camera's giving it the justice, but
It never does.
Is that some purples I'm seeing on there?
yeah, a little bit of everything,
That's awesome. Yeah.
and I just basically left things in the bottom of my bag. I don't really keep anything special in there.
So some people break out a whole bunch of chemicals to artificially tone. You just throw them in the bottom of your bag.
Like I said, for years I've been trying to figure out how to do it. And okay, so here's an eagle. And the thing about this eagle is, if you look at it, it's got the purples. But
Mhm.
this is the part I'm trying to figure out. How did I only do it on one side?
On one side.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I don't know about that. That looks really great though on that front. That's blue
and
and
it's
purple
even.
in
That's
there.
the part that I don't understand, because you always get that weird circle that goes around it. But the even all the way across is what kind of got me.
I say, don't show it too long. Still, we don't want to buy it from you.
Well, you've got the touch, because that panda I got from you is only toned on one side. Sitting here holding it, and there's nothing on the back. It is pristine on the back and purple tone.
Yeah,
all
I
the way
mean that's
around the
more or
rim on the
less
front.
that's more or less natural toning. Really, it may be accelerated by just leaving it out, but it's still basically natural. You're not using any chemicals to do it or anything. So
Did you have that panda in your bag for a little while, Andre?
No, and that's the crazy part. I did.
That's crazy.
And
It's
I
basically
generally
just
use some
from-
of this kind of stuff because people like the odd, like the odd shaped stuff, the bullets.
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah.
those are cool.
So I've got customers that are coming and say, "Hey, I want something that's interesting. I don't want the run of the mill stuff. I've got hundreds of ounces that are just clean."
Mm-hmm.
So this is a
Pirate.
3 ounce. This company called MK Bars. They do a lot of odd size.
I've heard of MK bars. Yeah, they do some really
They
good
do,
stuff.
like, little
Really good
ingot looking
pours.
stuff and,
Hmm.
but I like
Yeah, they do some really good pours.
and I try and take pictures and post up some images of the cool stuff that I get. I don't have anything of this up, but I want to eventually take a catalog grade something and blow it up and put on the wall. So
There you go.
the cool factor, I guess, is what
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Donald in Mexico says he has a badass art tone 5 ounce Libertad.
Ooh, I have a
That
1 ounce Libertad that's toned, but I've never seen a 5 ounce.
That would be nice. You have to do a show and tell, Donald.
I actually, one of the beautiful things about being in this community, did I ever get rid of it? I hope I didn't get rid of it. Is this community is so gracious on just giving stuff away. I gave that away. Gosh darn it. I had a 1 ounce 2020 Libertad that I should have held on to it. I'm regretting it now. But just the community is so generous out here with what we do as a community, and our common interest is precious metals. So we talk just a hair about crypto, but very, very small amount, just so you know.
Gotcha.
And it's just, but because we all know, most of us out here in the community, a lot of people here on the show and on the panel, pretty much know that precious metal is not a get rich quick
Yeah.
thing. Everyone out here pretty much knows precious metals is a is a store of wealth, and the three things that we always hear out here is it's precious metals is a store of wealth, a hedge against inflation, and to be prepared in case of what we call a SHTF event, or when the brown stuff hits the fan event.
Yeah. There you go, Maple.
And you don't want the third scenario to come to pass, but at the same time, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. As there's a very prominent person out here in our community. Check him out, Andres. Yankee Stacking.
Okay.
Yankee Stacking is very dedicated to prepping to precious metals, and in fact, his show's after this show.
Okay.
But Yankee is a very committed person when it comes to those three things, and particularly being prepared. He calls the acquirement of precious metals wealth insurance, because if something does come to pass, your silver is going to be what allows you to survive during the event. Your gold is what's going to allow you to rebuild after an event. So that's Yankees has always been an inspiration for me and a lot of people out here in the community. So if you ever get a chance to hang out with Yankee Stacking, Andre, I think you find a lot of wealth and knowledge from him as well.
Okay. I'm always looking for new information.
This community is awesome, Andre. You're going if you get into this community, you'll be hooked. I can almost guarantee, because I can already tell you're already into it as a business owner.
To know what I don't know. That's what I tell people.
hey, Andre, let me ask you a question here. One of the
Sure.
guys in the chats, he won some Mercury dimes, didn't know anything about them, and he got a couple of them, and now he knows why people are crazy about them. Okay. What is your take on Mercury dimes? Well, I know little about them. Do you know anything about them that you can teach us?
Only thing I know about Mercs is they're prettier than the Rosies.
Yeah, and for some reason, people don't want the Roosevelts as much as they want the Mercury dimes.
I'll take the Rosies for the weight, because sometimes your Mercs may not have as much silver content left on them. But I mean, come on, a Rosie is so much more bare looking than, or a Merc's so much more bare looking than a Rosie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you froze, aren't you?
Customers just won't touch them. They just Mercury dime each thing. With the 50-cent pieces, I know the Franklins weigh a little bit more. And for some reason, everybody just wants them. But the Mercury dimes, you're good. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I thought it was an age thing. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, it's a great looking piece, right?
Benji, did you cling that?
I'm pleading the fifth.
Did you? So Steve here, HVAC Residential Basics here. We did a bingo game night this past Saturday and gave away a bunch of his what I call shinies, Andre.
Okay.
And unlike what you said a few minutes ago, Steve likes his shiny.
Unconstitutional.
Shiny constitutional.
No key dates.
But see, that's the beauty of it. Why not dabble? I tell people that digital wallet. Dabble a little bit. You have what you know. I mean, you know the process, but you just dabble a little bit in what you like. You do, you know the process. Everybody wants to be a purist, but variety is the spice of life. So if you enjoy it, there you go.
Hoosier, give me $5 and I will not touch that. Okay, actually 12. So he's got $12 on it. You give me $5, I will not touch it.
That's way too pretty to be cleaning now.
See, I know.
That's what's in the flip, so I won't touch it. Leave it in there.
Since we're doing this, since we're talking about it, this is why I like my Constitution. So I can do this right here all day long. I can do that all day long, and no one cares.
You can do that to mine. I don't care. It's just my hands won't turn black and sticky.
Yeah, give them to me as dirty.
No cleaning walkers now.
Yeah,
Man.
I love my constitutional because I was actually into a lot of bullion before I found constitutional. I haven't looked back since. It's all about constitutional and gold for me this year.
So, can I ask you a question?
Sure, absolutely.
What made the constitutional? I mean, what made you gravitate toward that more so than your generic?
Well,
990?
for me, well, what transpired, I've only been stacking for a little bit over a year. I started back during the breakout beer flu, right?
Okay.
And I'll give you a little bit of history since I asked you those questions earlier. I didn't get into stacking. I didn't get into stacking until this last year because of beer flu. And what inspired me to get into it was Chuck Woolery on a 2:30 a.m. commercial talking about U.S. bullion or metals exchange, money metal exchange or something like that. It was some type of infomercial. How he was talking about if you had this gold back in 1978, it had been worth this much compared to the dollar, which was this much, and then 20 years later, the gold was worth much more than the dollar, so on and so forth. And that's what got me into it. And then beer flu hit, which really pushed me over the edge. And I actually started to get into the bullion myself. I was actually getting into the generics to start out with, but then I wanted to gravitate towards coinage because they hold their value more than bullion from a melt perspective, right? So I gravitated towards coins.
Okay.
And then that was about the time that the silver prices started to go crazy, because when I started into it earlier last year, it was like $15-16 an ounce for silver. And then it shot up, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore. So that's when I switched over to constitutional.
Okay.
Because it's more affordable for me, and if we do incur a SHTF event, I know I can take one of these guys right here and go buy a loaf of bread.
Fractional. Gotcha.
Yeah. I can take one of those coins and go buy a loaf of bread. In an event like that, it may take 2 or 3 coins, but that's the point. Is
just a dime.
hopefully I'll just take a dime or two. But yeah, that's what got me into the constitutional was the affordability of it, and the fact that I wanted some SHTF safeguards while having constitutional.
Okay. I can respect that. Cool. I got a funny story for you.
What's that?
I had a customer come in and sell me a couple of Morgans.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he said, that's how much they're worth? My roommate just took like 8 of these and went and bought a loaf of bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Silver was about $30 an ounce at the time.
Mm.
Oh
And
boy.
you could just see in his face, he was just sick to his stomach.
I bet.
He said that's the most expensive loaf of bread he's ever seen purchased.
Hey, Tupac.
I wonder how many times that happens, though. It has to happen quite a bit. Unbelievable.
Yep, Gold Maple there in the chat. He said, I think it's each individual's preference. You can stick to constitutional, bullion, or collect both. But I'll add on to that, Gold Maple, is we as in this community and what we do with precious metals, we are 9% better than the general population when it comes to having precious metals, because we have that insurance, that store of wealth in place. We've already started our journey. Whereas people that haven't started this journey, hopefully they don't have a bad situation where they need that insurance. But we've already started our journey by having all this in front of you on your desk, in your safes, not investing, but you're just storing your wealth. And we get play a little bit too. So some silver purse and a couple of collectibles here, a couple of standing liberties here, just to change it up a little bit.
I just learned something in the chat here. Who is that from Canada? He's gone.
Was it Gold Maple?
No.
Nick Molnar?
Yeah. And Canadian is 80%.
Yes, it is.
I think it's 54?
He's talking. He loves his 80%. He's from Canada. And see, I got to scroll back up.
There it is.
Put it back in there.
Yeah, Mick Moeller. Now, did they switch over to clad like we did at one time or another?
Yes.
I don't know exactly the year, the cutoff year, but I know they were doing 80% for the longest time. But I think they switched over to cloud like we did.
He says 80% before 1921, our coins were 0.925 silver.
Oh wow!
So they were on up there, and then they cut back to 80%. And I don't know what they are now. I guess he could help us out on that.
Let me look it up because I bought some 80%.
Isn't 925 sterling?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know it came in that high. I only knew about the 80. I learned something new.
There you go.
See?
Yeah, Meal Man saying made before 1920 was, I guess, 80% or 925 maybe. And 1969 was the last year they had silver. 10 cent and 25 cents for 50% silver, I guess, up to 1965. Is that correct, Gold Maple?
AB square.
Not 1968 when they stopped. This is when they stopped making them corn and nick. So yeah, about near the same time as when we switched out to clad. Not they held on. Well, sort of like our halves. You know, our halves we held on to silver until what 1971. 1970, we held on to 40% silver until the 1970 or 1971, and then we went all clad after that.
Yeah, I think
There
so.
we go.
69 maybe.
67.
Was the last year all coins except for 5 cent were all silver.
So 67 was the last year for Canadian coinage, except for the 5 cent.
Learn something new. There you
Yep.
go.
So every so often, my LCS will have some Canadian silver. Not very often, but it's every so often it shows up.
I have to start looking for that.
And another thing, Andre, if in case you weren't aware, are you aware about the war nickels?
Yes, that's like 3 years. I think I've only bought a batch of them like twice, maybe. I haven't seen enough to really even remember the dates.
Yeah, they're around here, but in fact, one of our community members out here, Tupac Coin Roll Hunter, just picked up a whole bunch of war nickels for under spot, I believe, under melt.
Yeah,
just just within the last week or so. He made it, but the way he acquires his shinies is pretty unique. He actually goes to yard sales. And he actually solicits people at yard sales and garage sales for silver. But where he's at currently, which is in Missouri, I guess that's like a yard sale haven over there.
If you've got access to the old coin jar, the first thing I tell people that say that they're interested in getting into silver or just investing, I just say, if you've got grandpa's coin jar, you've got a gold mine. Chances are it's untouched. Chances are you can go through it and find something. That's, to me, the go-to starter kit.
Oh yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he's made some really good deals with various people over there in the Missouri area, and that's how he obtains his precious metals, the constitutional and sterling, and it's by going to just yard sales and walking up to the person doing a yard sale and asking, this is what I do, this is what I'm looking for, and sometimes they pull them out. Sometimes they don't have anything to pull out. But yeah, he's made some pretty good scores for sure.
Okay. Figure out your niche. Make it work.
All right, Andre. Well, you know what? I know you're a busy man, so if you're more than welcome to hang out here if you want.
I'm on borrowed time now, gentlemen. Last week I would have joined you, but my kids were home and I'm on daddy duty. I've got a 7 and a 2-year-old.
Understood. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Andre, and
thank you for having me.
You're always welcome to come up here anytime you have free time. We always have a seat for you.
Yeah.
I greatly appreciate it. I learned something, and that's always good.
Well, that's why we brought you on to teach us something. So
that's right. And HVAC, if you would go ahead and put his link into the chat that way, and then
have it. Well,
you don't have it. Oh, come on, you're killing them.
Well, I don't have
Okay.
it.
Listen,
Tell me what it is.
Next time,
It's Alexa. Yeah. What is your website there, Andre?
I'm gonna post it.
I'm not sure you'll be able to post it or not. What is it? Alex Leckis?
Yeah, this Alex Lexington is the
Yeah, if you can post it, that'd be cool. If not, well, you know what? Man, I don't have my YouTube up. I can make him a wrench.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll let me, but let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if it will or not.
There you go. That's me. So we've been doing it for a little while. Like I said, we try and give a personal touch, and hopefully, I get a lot of starters, people that are first. I get a lot of customers that are first-time interest. My youngest customer is 9 years old,
Wow.
and he prefers constitutional silver. So he takes his allowance money, and that's what
Like
he
your
saves.
style.
And he comes in with his mom, of course, and he's like, "Well, I want those right there," and he loves it.
Hey, Andre,
That's great.
put something into the chat real quick, Andre, if you wouldn't mind. I'll make
Okay.
you a wrench, and then because your site did not come up,
Okay.
if you would please just throw something in the chat real quick.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it in the what you're watching us. You can't put it in there.
Well, no.
think.
I
Oh.
have my laptop behind
Yeah. Okay.
the
Good.
Yeah.
tablet. That's how I figured my workaround.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah, I don't see that link. But if you can't put there you are. Let me make you a moderator real quick here, Andre, and then you can put that link into the chat, buddy.
Okay. Well, listen.
All right,
like
all
I
right.
said,
You're
thank you for having
you're
me.
in there. Slap your website in there real quick, and then
Oh.
we'll let you go. That's why I want to give you that wrench. That way you can put the website in there. You couldn't put it in there unless you were a moderator.
Got
Yeah.
you. I got a feeling someone's gonna come home. My wife is out with the kids right now, so that's why I'm on borrowed time. I keep looking out the window thinking I'm scared.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Andre. And yes,
Thank you,
everyone out
gentlemen.
here,
And
if you're in the greater Atlanta area, check out Andre's shop there. There's his he'll link into the chat there and check him out. And I'm one definitely when I'm down in that area, Andre, I'm definitely going to swing by and check you out when I meet up with HVAC or Steve
Yep.
there. So
And ask me any questions you want. If I don't know, I have people I can ask that can get you information.
Yeah, he kind of knows me as HVAC. When I was coming into the new LCS stores, it's like, just remember me as the heating and air guy.
yeah.
So people have a hard time remembering names. It's like, oh, the heating and air guy. I couldn't remember that.
Steve, always a pleasure.
Andre, thank you very
I
much,
gotta come
buddy.
see
Thanks
you.
for having me. I gotta go.
All right. You have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Have a good night, Andre.
That was pretty cool there, HVAC.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad he came on. He's a great guy.
I didn't see him put his link in there. So you gave me that website one time or another, but I don't have it handy with me.
Yeah.
You have to find and put it back up there.
You got your phone with you?
I'm looking.
I mean, I can send you the link.
Yeah. I mean, you can put it into the chat too. You're a moderator.
Oh, I don't know how to do all that stuff. My Lord, I just figured out how to switch cameras a couple of weeks ago. So
Oh man.
Oh,
I just sent it to you in text. So,
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not sure
you-
why it didn't pop up for him.
well, I tried to hit the link on the website and it said something about my internet. I don't know. So maybe you can get it to work.
You texted me.
Yes.
Uh,
And it's a Google link, so kind of going the round.
oh man. All right.
I
You're going
know.
that. You're going that route.
Yeah.
All right. So he's basically 10 or 15 minutes outside of downtown. Is that?
Yeah. From Slap downtown Atlanta, where the freeway goes through Atlanta, he's probably 15 minutes north of where you would hit that coming down 75. When
Yeah,
you get into town and you hit that big merge and you say, oh my God, why did we come this way? He's about 15 minutes north of there.
Yeah, just drove through there a few months back, coming back from Florida. So I know about where you're at, but yeah, I made sure we were coming home that on the Saturday night. It's like, I am not driving through Atlanta on a Saturday night. So we stayed in Macon, and then we headed north the next day.
Well, you can always hit 285 and just fly around.
Yeah, I avoided Atlanta like the plague when I know there's going to be traffic. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
Even
I only hear
Sunday morning
bad
was busy.
things.
Yeah.
I only hear bad things about Atlanta traffic, that's for sure.
Oh, it's terrible. I tell you, now that everybody's back to work, it's taking me an hour and a half to get to a customer's house where I was doing it in 35, 40 minutes. Now it's an hour and a half. I look at my GPS when I leave the house in the morning. It says 42 minutes. It took me an hour and 20 minutes.
They, Mrs. Hoosier, she was loving it, being a nurse. So she had to go to work, and she was actually like, I love having this beer flu around because I don't have to deal with the traffic.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
It was nice for a while. Yeah, it was nice for a while. That's for sure.
And then she got a little depressed when everyone started coming back out to go to work. I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather have that than you'll be fine because she doesn't have to drive very far. But she's like, I did not miss the traffic when everyone was shuttered in.
Mm-hmm. What is your commute, Hoosier?
About 20 minutes. But it's like about 17 miles, 20 minutes for me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a neighborhood drive for you.
My first call was 26 miles away and took me an hour and a half.
Ugh. Yeah. You guys can keep your traffic.
Mm-hmm. But I had to run all the back neighborhoods, and I mean, that wasn't freeway. It was worming my way down through almost downtown Atlanta, Piedmont Park, if you know where that's at. The big park in the middle of Atlanta.
So, well, that was cool. I'm glad he was able to come up for a little bit. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm glad he did.
Nice.
That was, yeah.
And that link,
I just texted him. It's like, hey, we're going live. If you want to come on. So,
and that link you gave me sucks. So you're gonna have to give me a different link.
Okay.
Or post it into the chat.
That's what I googled.
What it's called? Alex Lexington. Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's what I found when I googled it, and then he hit his website, and this came out. That site cannot be reached.
Alex Lexington, huh?
Yeah, but one of us can find this link, put it into the chat, and then Tupac, thank you very much. I appreciate your support, my
thanks
friend.
For coming in, man. It's awesome. Let me see. Let me try.
I'm just looking through the chat here. Say what now?
I found it. Let me post it in here real quick.
All right. Yeah, you're going to get him hooked into the community, buddy. He's going to be all over this place. I can see he's got that personality.
Yeah, he's great. I took my dad over there to meet him, and the dad just loves him.
There he is. There it is. Still River's Guide in there.
Yep, there we go.
Good.
So, yeah, if anyone wants to check out his online presence, or if you're in the greater Atlanta metro area, check out Andre's LCS. Sounds like a really good place, nice place to visit.
He doesn't have a whole lot out. He doesn't display his stuff. He keeps everything behind, just in a very small office complex. And he basically asks, what do you like? And he kind of says, hold on a second, comes back and brings out what you ask for. So it's not like, Coin Guy where everything's laid out, or T when he goes to his LCS, everything's laid out. He keeps everything back behind, and he brings out what you ask for.
There we go.
Yes, he was on Good Morning America, and that's he and his wife there.
So they were just doing a little run about precious metals. So Good Morning America decided to hit him up.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a while back, if I remember right. But yeah, he's been on TV quite a few times, and he's done well. He has. But he kills me because he opens at 10, he closes at 4. He's not open on Saturday or Sunday. It's like the only time I can get to him is if I'm in that area during lunch.
Yeah.
So I use my lunch to go see him.
Well, that's sort of like what my LCS does. He opens at 10, closes at 5. So it's hard for people who have day shift hours to make it there as well for the same reason.
But he's got really very good prices. Very good prices.
Now, this isn't the same person that we had Chinese from Saturday, correct? This is a different LCS, right?
Yeah. There's a different one.
All right.
Yeah, that was Braxton.
Braxton, yeah. He's the auction house, right?
Auction house, yes.
All right.
And he's, if any of y'all are auction type out there. He's doing October 7th or 2nd, same as our bingo, but he'll be doing his auction during the day.
Since we're talking about him, stepping really quick here, let me slap him in there.
I believe you have to go and, of course, register to be in his auctions.
Well, Hoosier. Did we lose Hoosier?
Oh, there's Andre. That was fun. Thanks for the invite. You are most welcome if you're still watching.
I'm back.
Welcome back to your show.
Oh man, that scared me. I'm not sure what happened there just now. Yeah. I actually ended up putting a timer on my modem to reset my modem once a day because of the problems I've been having here lately.
Did it fix things, or did you do something else?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, apparently it didn't happen. It didn't make a difference this time around. I think that was something else. That was me doing this, and I clicked the wrong window. That was me trying to do that.
Oh, okay.
There's Braxton's Auctioneering's website there.
No. You got a nice barber shop there, and then you can walk right down the sidewalk there, and that's Main Street over to the right. So he's on the corner of those old buildings, and there's the flag. They got a little park over there. They got Dot. Miss Dot has a little diner in there. You can go and get some of the best sandwiches and pies in the world in there. And so you've got antique clocks.
Am I right in saying he does auctions monthly as well? Is that correct?
Yeah, he does all kind of auctions. Oh, there you go.
Uh-huh.
He's got a dime in there. He showed me the other day. I want to say it was $4,000 for a dime.
Wow.
And it was an MS5. Apparently, there you go. The dude in the blue, he runs the coins, and the dude in the red is Mr. Braxton. And I believe that's Daddy Braxton in the black, the older gentleman.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the dude in the red, that's Mr. Braxton. He runs that place. So
the guy in the blue is the coin dude there for that place?
Yes, his son. Yeah,
all right.
It's a family affair for sure.
Right.
And so actually, that's the counter that all the silver and all his medals are on their stand. They just put a drape over it for the picture.
Right. All right. So they actually have a showcase of the medals, the precious metals. So it's not. So they actually have a store presence. It's not like you have to go there during auction time.
Oh no, they're open every day except for Sunday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep, full blown. Everything from dollar bills, some dollar bills, not big into the dollar bills. A lot of sequential numbers, $2 bills. It's got a whole stack of $2 bills with all those serial numbers and sequentials, and there's the Loganville Water Tower back there, one of them, and our Walgreens. Oh, he's got a little YouTube thing there. Very good. But they do. People go and that are moving. I mean, he'll go and just buy everything instead of them having to do a yard sale or an estate sale. He'll go and buy everything and bring everything back to his auction house and just have big auctions. So he does everything. Yeah, there's Miss Dots down there.
Yeah, we have a place like that here, but I don't think they do much in coins.
So it looks like they do have some YouTube presence. At least these videos are on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, check them out, everybody. Auction78.com is the website.
Channel, so yeah.
Yeah. So auction78.com is the website, and we'll have to find his YouTube channel and post it, or check him out. Just do a YouTube search for Braxton Auctioneering. I'm sure you'll hit him on that.
Yeah, they'll have like a furniture auction or just household old stuff one weekend, and they'll do a couple of months ago. They had a gun. All they did was auction off guns all day long, and you go in, sit down, get your number, and hold your number up, in bid. Probably hold maybe 100 people in there. It's pretty good size.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got some stuff. Oh, look at that clock. Wow. $1,000.
So, yeah, check them out. Auction78.com, guys, or swing by there if you're in the Atlanta area. And also check out Alex Lexington's. Couple of favorites for HVAC residential basics there. And when you go by there, just tell them that HVAC and HoosierStacker sent you.
Yeah. Yes. Good people.
Cool. That's good.
Well, thank you for doing that.
You're quite welcome. Always love sharing the love. That's for sure. All right, where we at? Lost my train of thought here. What are we going to do? Oh, well, I was asking for bingo numbers here. So we'll ask for that. We'll ask for that one more time here. It's
If
about
you need bingo numbers, say me in the chat. How about that? That way we can pick you out pretty easy.
So we do the monthly Silver Stacker bingo. Next one is October 2nd, 6 p.m. If there's anyone that wants to play but has not signed up, which is free, by the way, who doesn't like free? Yeah, put me in the chat and then give us 10 numbers from 1 to 75. And it's best to scramble those numbers up. And that's the last thing I want to say about that this evening. We'll ask again next Thursday.
Hey, Gold Maple. Hold on a second before I lose this. Who is? I know Tecumseh makes motors. Who is Tecumseh? A Canadian dude? The 2007 commemorative silver dollar of Canada. Tecumseh is depicted on it. Is that all I know? Is the old Tecumseh motors for your go-karts?
It's the only thing I know him as.
That's the only history I know of him.
Yeah,
and they're good motors, but that carburetor is a booger to tune. If you don't know how to do a Tecumseh carburetor, you better find somebody that does, because you will never get it right. But a good motor.
Hello, Newman Maniac. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. I lost during that interview with Andre there. Lost track of the chat here. Blue K, welcome. First time I believe into the chat into the show here. Just going through the chat real quick here to make sure we didn't miss anyone.
Well, Blue K doesn't have a wrench. Is Blue K?
Nope.
Got numbers?
Blue K does not have bingo numbers.
Does Blue K want bingo numbers and want to play? The Newsmatic isn't either.
Yeah, News Maniac has not. Maniac has not played numbers yet. Okay. Has not played yet.
Oh, Blue K is new. Well, welcome.
Welcome, Blue K. Welcome.
It says sure. Give us 10 numbers, 1 to 75. And we will put them in the spreadsheet. Those will be your numbers every month. So we don't have to go through this every month. You just keep the same numbers, and we will issue you another number, which will be your end of the stream or end of the game night giveaway, and you'll keep that number until we reset everything as well.
Good night, Nick. Have a great evening, buddy. Thanks for hanging out here. So yeah,
Bye,
Blue
Nick.
K, we just started this game night. Like I said, it's monthly, first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be October 2nd, 6 p.m. So you give us your numbers now, and then you're into the pick list, which is what we keep for all of the numbers. And then when you're able to come up on a game night, say, "Hey, I'm here, play me," and then we'll have your numbers already, and then we just start playing.
Yeah, we ended up giving, I didn't keep full track, but I think we gave a little over 4 ounces away, maybe a little bit more.
You mentioned a little bit over 4 1/4 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Since I got opened up right now, asking for numbers, Donald in New Mexico, if you want to change your numbers, go ahead and give me your numbers now before we, in the next 10 or 15 minutes or so, we'll go ahead and offer the ability to change your numbers if they suck. Or if you're yanking my leg, that's fine. You can keep your numbers. I don't care.
I think he went and did a search, and he's probably got all the most popular numbers.
See, I can't see how that's scientifically accurate. I just don't see that.
That's what my numbers are, or were. I think you went and changed mine because they were. All right, there's the Newsmatics numbers.
All right, fine, Dom. You're. He's like pulling my leg again. But Newsmaniac is wanting his on the board.
Need me to write those down before that goes flying through the chat.
I got it right there.
4, 8, 10, 14, 15, 27, 29, 43.
I don't have the spreadsheet up, so shoot those to me afterwards, and I'll add them to the
8.
sheet.
Okay. And keep track of your numbers. Write them down on a sticky note somewhere, and keep track of your numbers, because those will be your numbers until we say, okay, we're going to change numbers, which is not going to be anytime soon.
Nope. And apparently I think it's better to scramble them, but as we saw Saturday, we had consecutive numbers many times throughout each game. So it may or may not make a difference to scramble them, but I still think y'all scramble them. That's really your, that's really your, your decision.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and if you're new, they will be in certain positions. So from the very first number would be position 1, and the last would be position 10. So depending on how we play the game, that may come into account. So, and let's see, Debbie Silvertrap wants to see if she can shake her numbers up.
Keep the same numbers, but shake them up. Should we give it an opportunity to move numbers around now, or wait a couple more games? Debbie, let's hold off a couple. Let's hold off a couple more games. I don't want to. I want to see how it goes well for the next couple of games, and then we can change it up a little bit.
All right, Luke, I've got your numbers written down, and I'll shoot them over to Mr.
My
Hoosier.
numbers are in the missionary position. Don just wants me to spin his balls. That's the only thing he wants. That's the only thing he's the only thing he wants to see happen. Spin my balls, Hoosier.
Well. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
So maybe here in a couple of games we might open it up to change out the numbers, mix them up some. So, but let's leave them as they are for now. Now we are allowing newcomers to be added to the current pick list, but let's leave the current pick list that's out there as it is for the next couple of games, and then we'll change it up eventually, I'm sure. And if the game is well received, we may end up having to do the game more than once a month. We'll see. Hey, Jeff Crumpler, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Hey, Jeff, your shinies went out the mail from me today, so you should be seeing those here in the next 3 or 4 days, buddy.
And Jeff, I subscribed to your channel yesterday, by the way. I don't know what took me so long, but
yes, Rocky Mountain Bears, you can keep your balls. The numbers will stay the same. You don't have to resubmit your numbers. The numbers will stay the same on the spreadsheet in the same positions as you gave them to us. And then eventually, once we have so many games under our belt, then we'll probably open it up to allow people to change numbers or change positions of existing numbers, or just give them new numbers altogether, new positions, new numbers. So.
Just so y'all understand, if we changed everybody's numbers during a live stream, it would probably take about 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would be a whole night just to do that.
So yeah, that's something we're definitely trying to avoid. That's something that we are avoiding, because it takes a while.
Yeah, KK kind of does it on her show. She does the bingo, and I was doing it one night, and it was like, okay, everybody put their numbers in the chat. And it's like, and 35, 40 minutes later, you finally get to start the first game. So it's so this way you get to pick your numbers and you just keep them. And she does 4 or 5 bingo games in one night. And so anyway, always pick the winning numbers. That's the main thing.
Don Mixhold, can we switch the letters?
I digitally searched for the best winning numbers on the internet and didn't win a thing. So don't go Googling the numbers because they're fake.
Everything's
news.
rigged. Everything's rigged.
Yeah, but it was amazing. Some of the rows had what 5, 6, 7 in a row. So to go sequential, we thought would be a bad thing. If somebody had done that, well, they would have won.
Yeah, because we had some times there where we had 6 or 7 numbers right next to each other picked. It was crazy. Didn't see that coming at all.
No, that was odd. Very interesting.
And it did it a couple times. We did what, six games? And it
just don't Google Don in Mexico's balls. All right, I won't do that. And Donald, I know if we switch out the letters, I know for a fact 4 of the letters will be FAKE.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh.
It's fun. News Maniac. We basically we have 10 numbers, 10 positions, and by having that variety, we can change up the games to have multiple picks. So we can do a pick 2 for just 2 numbers. We can do pick 5s. We can do pick 10s for a really long game. We want to. It just really depends on what we want to do. But bingo is relatively easy. That's why I started out with bingo. You basically just give us the numbers, and then we draw out the numbers in the bingo cage. And once all the numbers that you have are picked, you win. So easy peasy. But you do have to keep your numbers with you because if all your numbers are picked, the ones that we're seeking, if your numbers are picked, then you have to call out bingo in the chat. But but everything else we handle here on the show itself.
Were you going to do a goal?
I already did one goal.
Okay.
I did. I get Debbie Silver's trap got this Ike.
Oh, that's right.
I can do another one.
Well, I got some trivia here.
Trivia.
Yeah.
All right.
From my deal.
Okay. Hey, Barbara. Good night, my dear. We'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.
And if you don't have any goals, good night, Barbara. If you don't have any goals, that's fine. I think it's just some interesting stuff.
Oh, I might do one more goal here in about 20 minutes or so, just to wrap up the show in a stream.
Right. Do we want to talk dimes, quarters, or halves?
Which one?
What you want to talk?
You know what? Let's start small and work our way up. Let's go ahead and start with dimes, and we'll see if we have time to do the other ones.
Well, it's just a question. I want to see people put stuff in the chat. Let's see how well you know, because I don't know. I just
if we're going to do that,
it'll be easy.
How many questions? Just one?
Yeah. Just one for the.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make a giveaway. Let's go ahead and make a giveaway then.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and ask the question and see who gets it right. First one who gets it right wins.
How many troy ounces? And no cheating. We're watching.
Hands off the keyboard.
No cheating. Well, they got to type it in. So, how many troy ounces are in one roll of dimes?
Are we talking a standard? Are we talking like a $10 face value?
Yeah.
Standard roll of dimes? Yeah.
Standard roll of dimes. How many troy ounces of silver? 90%.
So
BR
that's the question.
That's the question.
Whoever gets it right will win this giveaway. Guess I need to find something to give away.
So there's a standard equation that amount of silver per dollar face value, right?
Yeah. I mean, from the mint is like this coin should weigh this.
Yep.
And 90%. So yes, there's a specific.
I'll give away a dragon to the winner.
And I know what that equation is.
Well, you better be fast.
I'll give away this dragon.
But my math is terrible.
Yes.
No, you cannot ask Troy. That's called cheating.
Troy doesn't know. Jeff is 2.65.
I know the answer, but I'm not going to say.
Oh, Debbie.
Who doesn't like dragons?
think everybody likes dragons.
I
don't
like
they?
dragons. I like dragons. If I've done my math right, Debbie is like really close.
But come
and
on.
if I rounded, then
Nope. I think we'll ask them for the exact up to 2 decimal positions.
up to 2. I don't have 2 decimals in the
Oh.
answer.
All right, fine. We'll round it up. Make it easy.
Well, still, you said you had the equation, whatever that is, times how many's in there? 50. 50 dimes.
It's a certain dollar amount, right, that you have to get on to reach it. So
Well, that would be $5.
mm-hmm.
I can see everybody's Googling.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta go. Cheers.
Everybody reach for their phone and run to
Well,
the
you know,
computer.
I would have already lost because I had in the brain that a standard row of dimes was 10 face, but it's actually only 5, isn't it? See, I would have lost it. I would have lost from the get-go because I was thinking $10 face for was a standard row, and that's actually for quarters, isn't it? I think quarters is a $10 face. It's a standard row for quarters.
Tupac 1.4. Are you saying $1.40? $1.40 is 1 troy ounce. Maybe that's
So how many? How
Maybe
many?
that's
Yeah.
a clue.
So how many troy ounces are in a $5 face value of dimes? So what?
Well, Jeff is close, and who else did I say was close? Because I didn't round mine. Debbie.
Yep, Debbie.
So I'm split in the middle of them. If somebody can do the math there, but I'm sure one of them are right because I only went to 1 decimal.
All right, Don, New Mexico. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. We'll see you next time, buddy.
So who is the mathematician here? Because I don't have my calculator.
I don't have my stuff up.
What kind of giveaway is this? This is like live, y'all. You know, nothing is planned.
That's right.
Nothing.
Debbie
is
did
planned.
put in another number though.
Yeah, I didn't restrict it, did I? So I guess we can put multiple guesses in
why
there.
not? Yep, 50 dimes.
I'm pulling up coin apps right now.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So 50.
I think they take it to the 4th decimal in there, though, don't they?
3rd.
Okay. All right. Well, we can keep this game going all night.
I got the exact number up to 3 decimals. I'll put it into the private chat in case you guys don't know it.
I'm pulling up coin apps too, just to check you. Make sure you
validate the number.
You know. Then we can throw a trick question in there. We'll take the same question to Mercury dimes. Is there a difference?
I don't think there is. That was based off of.
Is that a guess or your opinion or fact?
Are we counting for where or no?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, it'll be an all-nighter if we do that.
Okay, so what I wrote down is pretty stinking. If you round up, my answer is correct according to coin apps.
Well, the number I gave you guys was based off 0% wear, which is whatever.
You put it in chat.
It's in private chat. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we've got Gilbert Rogers in at 3.62. Rocky Mountain put 3.575. And Jeff Crumpler put 3.63.
Wow.
Pretty dang close.
Probably depends. Well, let's see if your app's yep. So we're just going to the 2nd decimal, right? Or we're going to make them stretch it out. Well, they've all had time. I'm sure. And if y'all don't have an app by now to check your stuff, shame on you.
Just don't use the app right at the moment.
This is a guessing game.
Some pretty close numbers there. B.R. Williams, Jeff Crumpler, Rocky Mountain Bear. Gilbert Rogers.
Well,
Close.
Crumplers. If we're going to the second, is that right?
Most people are putting in 2 decimals, so we'll go with that. Tupac is over.
If you're not using a app that goes to the 3rd digit, I think Jeff's probably there.
Let's give it. We'll give it another 60 seconds. Jeff's got it at. Where's Jeff at?
Yeah, because I see one that's closer to our number in private chat there.
I forgot what I put in the private chat. Okay, I had to go back and look.
This is live YouTube.
That's right.
Guaranteed. We don't know what we're talking about.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and hit stop. All right. What do you guys see for the numbers? The closest number.
Oh,
Or
one
on spot.
One I see closest is Gilbert Rogers.
So 6.2 would be the closest. If you went to the second digit, 6.2, 3.62 would be Crumpler's 6.3.
Well, and I will.
Gilbert's got 6.2. Gilbert's got 6.2.
I will reference my source here, so you guys know we're not blowing smoke. And I use this application, this website a lot. I recommend everyone else that primarily gets into constitutional needs to reference this site. It is coinapps.com or coinapps.com.
It's a great app if y'all you can.
Coinapps.com.
Yeah, I used the mobile.
And what I did forward, I looked for 50 dimes, 0% wear. Just arbitrarily, we know better than that, but it's just for the fun and games here. So,
and it's got $86.84 worth of silver in it.
And there's the answers: 3.617.
And if your LCS only works on a 5% profit margin, that's what he's going to sell it to you. I find most of them are around 10, sometimes 7 if you're lucky. Got one guy, he's 15%, but you can go in there and change that, the spread, and go in and say, well, here's what I can afford. I can't afford 15% markup on constitutional. I can do, and you don't want to take money out of their pocket, but it's all about the hunt.
Well, I mean, it's
called.
Why
I have 4 LCSs.
It's called establishing that relationship with your LCSs or with whoever you are working with, be it out here in community or LCS or pawn shops. Just establish that relationship to best benefit both parties, right?
And what was the name of that app again? I can't find Coin Apps.
Coinapps.com.
Coin Apps.
So there's not. I thought somebody said there was an app on the phone that you can get that.
I used I just Googled it, or maybe I went to the app store and found it. But it's called the same thing.
Okay, I can't find one in the Google store.
And coinapps.com. Make sure you put that S at the end because that's caught me before. It's coinapps with an S at the end.com. And
you can do gold and silver by weight. I mean, specific coins. I mean, it's a really, really cool app.
Nice to have because sometimes when you're in a hurry, you need something quick and dirty to put some numbers together to figure out if this is a good deal or not. Someone asked me not too long ago if this was a good deal. They were able to get some constitutional for, I want to say about 3% over spot or 3% over melt. So I'm like, well, considering how prices are right now, it's a pretty good deal.
Change the amount of wear to 3%, which would be almost a slick, and watch what the value go. You drop $2.
Yep, and then you lose a little bit under 1/10 of an ounce of silver.
So on a whole roll of dimes, and 3% is you're getting pretty slick at that point.
Price where, say, if someone's trying to stick it to you and they want a 15% markup.
Mm-hmm. Go zero where. So 84.23. So $2, $2.50. So
There's the 15%. There's your spread if they want to stick it to you.
Yep, and that's 15% under is what they're going to pay. What they're going to stick it to you for when you sell.
They're going to stick you,
and that's what they're going to ask for when you go to buy it.
So it may cost them, well, in technical theory, may only cost them $73, but they're going to charge you almost $100.
Yeah, but
at
what
15%
I'm finding,
spread.
most of them are paying spot for constitutional right now, or the 4 that I deal with.
So if it's spot, there you go, 86.40, 86.84.
Yeah.
So.
And they're just taking a gamble on flipping it real quick and hoping the price goes up a little bit.
I'd be comfortable at a 5% spread. You know, I know they're out to make they're a business. They're out to make money. I understand that. So I'm okay with 5%. I'll even go. I'll even go up to
7.
I'll even go up to 7% just to support them, right? But
I mean,
that's
just what, $2 difference. So it's not
right. So yeah,
right,
5% spread
86.
is 5% spread.
$5. $86, 86.84. And they're going to make 5% is 92.92. So 86, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're making $5 on a whole roll of dimes.
Right. I mean, that's all. That's what it's all about. You know, having that relationship to, you know, you're wanting to support them, but they have to support you too. It's a two-way street, right? Of course, then you have someone like Tupac will go. He'll get stuff at spot or under spot, like those war niggles. But
Well, that's I mean, if you can go to
Good deal
yard
there.
sale and do that. They're coming out ahead.
Oh yeah.
You know, and one thing I look at when I look at this is, and I know it's different state to state, but most states don't charge tax. Here in Georgia, Atlanta, we're 7% tax. Most of the counties or cities you go to. So if it's a 7% spread, that's what it would be if I was getting taxed on it.
Well, see now, you know, you have to take into consideration now. Now, Indiana doesn't charge sales tax for bullion, but they do charge for numismatics. Now, I've been able to go to the LCS and get constitutional without any tax.
Yeah.
I guess constitutional isn't considered a numismatic coin. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't know what the special number or cutoff is between what's, you know, a constitutional can be considered a collectible item too, but I don't know exactly what delineates between the two here in Indiana anyway.
I don't think they're doing that on peace dollars and Morgans either, because I don't pay any taxes on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with any constitutional, you don't. I don't think they pay here in Georgia. We don't get taxed on just straight bullion either, no matter what it is.
Now they do charge for supplies, sort of like your books, your flips, your coin, you know, your you know, things like that. They charge for sales tax, but the actual bullion product, they don't charge sales tax. Then you go to New Hampshire, they don't have sales tax on anything. So, and then there's several states that are like that. Oregon's another one. New Hampshire, Virginia, I believe, is another one. I believe.
All right. Who won?
Well, you got the number, so I would say
going over is closer. Where the numbers go?
We were saying Crumpler had it, or was it Debbie?
6.6
or Gilbert?
Gilbert Rogers was 3.62, which is just over.
That's it. So if you round up, because it's 0.617, 7's going to take the 1 to a 2, so 6.2 is the winner.
All right. Yeah, we round up. If it goes 3-digit, we round up 362. Yep. So that would be actually dead on with Gilbert Rogers.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations, Gilbert. Congratulations.
Now that everybody has the app open, quarters. Quick, put it in.
Yeah, this is a really cool tool. I think was it Yankee? I think it was Yankee that actually mentioned coin apps several months ago. So
Yeah, you got bags. You can go to individual coins. There's all kind of.
So
Go up there and hit the menu.
Hang on a second here. So, Gilbert, congratulations. I have to send you another piece of mail. This time it's going to have this 1 ounce copper round with the dragon on it. You don't mind that, do you? Who doesn't like free?
Yeah, congratulations, Gilbert.
You're sharing your screen. I'm over here clicking on it, trying to. It's like it won't work.
Oh man.
All right, I got your mailing address, Gilbert. I'll go ahead and send this out here next day or two. But pretty nice looking dragon there. I love these dragon copper rounds. Yeah, and I saw all this copper there at the LCS Saturday. I bought it all up. It's like, I gotta have the copper. It's good stuff to use for giveaways, and they're very affordable. Nice coinage or nice rounds to play with.
Yep.
There's Santa. Christmas is coming. So, all right, we'll get that out the door to you, Gilbert.
A roll of quarters and a roll of $50, the 20 in a stack, is the same weight. So a roll of quarters and a short roll of $50 is the same weight. How about that?
There you go.
Roll of quarters, huh?
So if you get a roll of dimes, a roll of quarters, and a roll of $50, 18 ounces. That's the way to start your journey.
18 ounces.
Yeah. A roll of quarters is 7. Roll of halves is 7. Roll of dimes is 3. So 7, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's a little bit more.
Huh. All right. Seems like there'd be a lot more coinage involved for that much silver.
Yeah.
There you go, Gilbert. That's how I get this out the door to you.
So that's a good way if you're starting your stacking journey, which is kind of how I started mine. Once I kind of figured what I was doing and where I was going was just.
Gilbert Roberts. So thank you guys for testing my brain. It used to be sharp.
But yeah, I would just go in and buy $1.40's worth of constitutional, whatever denominations, whatever was the least amount worn. And that's kind of how I started. And I said, well, I got half a bag of stuff now. Let me get some tubes and just start filling them up. And
we'll save the next questions for next time. That way people can start getting used to that coin app, and then they'll be able to hit the number right off the bat because they'll be familiar with the numbers to begin with.
Yeah.
We'll save that for next time. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that coin app's really nice because, like I said, someone just hit me up directly a couple weeks ago. Say, hey, Hoosier, I got this offered to me at this price, and I can't remember exactly what it was or how much they were what the ask price was, but is that a good deal? And I looked it up, so I guess so I looked them up through the coin apps here, and it looked like it was about a 7% spread.
That's not bad.
I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, he got to make some money. He paid for it. He's got to make some money. He's got lights. He's got to buy dinner. He's got kids.
Yep.
He's got a car. Got insurance. And if he's a true LCS, he's got a nice piece on his side that he carries around.
A nice piece with a little bit of brass.
Yeah. Maybe some copper infused in there too. Yeah, little lead.
Yeah, I have to try to check out that site and get in there and look around a little bit. That'd be pretty interesting to see.
It's got some pretty good information in there. I just brought up the when you bring up the coin apps site, now I just went to silver coins, and I pulled down to a silver coin calculator, and actually I went down to the 9% silver dime calculator, so it's specifically for the dimes. But if you go to just the US silver coin calculator, you can slap in dimes, quarters, halves, mix it up.
Yeah,
Four
that's the one I
nickels.
use. Yes, so when you're at the store, you can just type in, and I pull it out right in front of them.
Mhm.
They don't care. They do
Yeah,
not
now-
care.
Tupac said, put in the chat that coinflation.com. Have you ever heard of that one?
I have not. Coinflation.com. Huh?
I think I've been to that one a time or two. I don't know that it's as easy as this app.
Coinflation or coin inflation?
Coin. Actually, he said conflation.
Conflation.
Con. See, there you go.
I don't.
It's a
I don't know.
con.
I don't know if you meant coin or con or this is con.
Tupac, if you send me to a porno site, buddy, you and I need to talk. It's like White House is it .com? You don't want to go to whitehouse.com, just saying.
Oh boy.
No.
Coinflation.com.
He
All
said
right.
coin.
See, no, get out of there. Went to some ISP. Okay, good. Conflation. No, not conflation.
Coin.
Of course,
Coinflation.
Inflation is a con to begin with, but we're not going to go there tonight.
No.
All right. Coinflation. There we go.
Yep, that's probably a whole nother website.
Yeah, I think I've looked at that one. I don't think it's quite as versatile. Or I didn't play around a whole lot. I like the coin apps because if you go to the American coins, I mean, it's got everything in there. You can just start clicking how many you want to buy. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, they got the war nickels and all the dimes, all the different quarters and different halves and the 40s, percenters. And I mean, everything's in there in one list. You just start clicking, going right down the line. And if you're buying silver and bullion by weight, they got a link to that. So if you're ever doing buying art pieces and you know exactly what the weight is, you can go there and it'll tell you. They got it busted down by rolls. If you're buying rolls of coins, just how many rolls are you getting, and it busts it all down for you.
See, I don't see a calculator in here. Oh, wait a minute. Coin calculator's right here. Go away. So, silver milk coin calculator. Let's look at this. All right, so let's see. Let's go back and we'll do the rosy dimes. I'm put in 50 of those bad boys. And there's the spot price as of today. Submit as of right now. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Man, we could take that to 4 digits.
Yeah, they got
their bid.
This site has it up to 3 digits, 3 decimals as well. So, I think 3 decimals is the typical row out for Constitution. I have it.
Troy ounces, but if you look at that nest line, each Roosevelt dime contains 0.0723. Really get it on down. But see, on this site, you have to go coin by coin, or the app, coin app, all your different coins are listed, and you just start clicking how many you want or how many you want to buy.
That's another site that we all can check out if anyone's interested. Coinflation.com. Coinflation.com, not conflation, even though that would be a very
what's
proper
silver
title
coin
these days.
value? Silver coin value over there. What's that show you?
I'm looking 2408. I'm talking about the
the link.
Oh, the value itself.
No, go up.
I'm up. I'm all the way up. No,
I see your cursor. Coin silver coin values, just up above the rosy dime.
Mm-hmm. The blue tab.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There
I thought
you
you was
go.
looking at. Okay.
Okay, well, that's cool. It's almost like Coin App, but if you had a place that you could click how many you wanted, that would be.
Face value, $1.74 each.
So I'm getting quarters of my, most of the LCSs are $5 right now, $5.25 if they're sticking it to you.
Barbers are $4.35.
Yeah, I might have to pay more attention to my LCS because I don't recall paying anything near that last time I was there.
No, they stick you on the barbers. They do.
Yeah.
And the Mercuries too. Just because they're on the collectible side. I called one of my other guys. It's like, yeah, I got a bunch of Mercury dimes. It's like, are you tacking on an additional premium? It's like, oh yeah, they're very collectible. It's like, well, not to me. Not yet.
That's when I would say I'm a stacker, damn it.
And he knows it. And he'll say, well, probably not any you want, I guess. Because he knows I'm just after the weight.
Yeah. So a different site that we can check out there. I'm sure others exist out there as well, but Coin apps seems to be really easy to use, but I haven't played with this one, so I'll have to check it out. Might find a new site.
And it does update the value every, I don't know, quite often.
Does it have an app?
Like every
Google
minute or
app?
so. So if you're in there, you'll see the price, as price of silver changes, it'll change the value of it. So
I don't see a link for a Google app on this guy. Did Coin Apps have a Google app for it?
I wasn't able to find one.
All right. Yeah. Maybe we can find. That'll be the next thing, is trying to find an actual phone app that does the same thing as these websites.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I was looking for.
Well, that's what I'm using.
On Coin Apps?
Yeah.
On a Google app? Okay. An actual Google app, you mean?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean by a Google app.
Okay. So that would be
I've got a link and I just hit it and it takes me to that site, to the Google app site. GoogleApps.com or whatever it is.
Did you get it from the app store, or did you just make your own homepage link?
I saved it as a favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Whatever
did a
that
home screen
means.
link, yeah. Okay, yeah, you can do that too. That's probably what I'll have to do then.
Yeah. Eventually, there'll be a site out here that has a Google app built for them for the same purpose, but we'll see. But I'm good with using the website. It just takes a little bit longer, but when they're trying to make a deal with you, patience is virtue.
Yeah. Yep.
So News Maniac is doing. I didn't even find there's Israeli coins. That's something I don't even want to start even thinking about, is the foreign currency. I mean, I have a hard enough time keeping up with American currency, and then barely holding on to Canadian currency. But then you throw in all the other countries.
Yeah, look at Israeli coins. Yeah, good luck.
Full time. I mean, it becomes a full time gig, really. I mean, some people just flip through them like no big deal, but I'll stick with American and Canadian because at least I have some better reference points.
So you got that page still up. Tupac says he gets rolls of 40% halves from 600 from Armando. What's that come out on that coinflation.com?
Well, I still got it up here. What are we looking for?
Coin calculator.
Yeah, 40% halves.
You go to your coin calculator in the blue tabs. There you go.
Now, what does he got?
40% halves.
What we got? What are we looking for here?
Halves.
Halves, 40%ers.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many we got here? 10 rows of 40. So what? That's how many coins are in a half row? 20.
20.
So 200 rows or 200 coins.
I believe so, yes.
Now let's take a look here.
Wow. $1,500 silver value.
I got 10 rows of 40% halves for 600 from a Mardo. Let's see. Man, I hate you, Tupac. That is so awesome of a deal. You can't go wrong with that. Come on. Jeez,
Wow.
please.
So that's a
That is-
$1,500 value, huh?
That is having a good relationship with whoever you're working with and just having the right place, right time, right person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I've been
Very,
trying
very.
to pay attention to the estate sales, and you can go and do all kind of hunting and go to that address for that estate sale and find out when that house was sold last, and that'll tell you how long those people have been living there. And if they've been living there for 40 years, there's something in that house.
Oh, yeah.
And he may have been stacking and just throwing coins away in a bucket for last 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? We need to go ahead and call this. Let's do an in-stream giveaway, and then we're going to get out of here. So quick, easy number. Pick a number. How many we got in chat right now?
I'm showing 6.
6. All right.
Show chat.
Let's pick a number from 1 to 20. One guess only without going over. No retractions. And go.
Rocky's at 6. There's Maniac at 3. Gilbert at 14. Tupac, pick another number. Rocky doesn't pick that one.
I have it in private chat. I don't see it yet.
Not yet.
Anyone else out here? From 1 to 20. May have to go without going over next time it goes around here. All right, let's do it again. 1 to 20 without going over. One guess only, no retractions. And we'll do it one more time and then we'll change it up.
So we got numbers from Blue K and Numismaniac today, correct?
Right.
They're bingo numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to wait to make them blue until after you get their gall number, or how you want to do that?
Well, I can't make them blue unless they're in chat, so we'll have to make them blue when they come up.
Yeah, they're...
I don't think I can make them blue at the moment. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Okay. We just need to make sure we get their gall numbers too.
Well, we'll give those out at game night, right? That's what we did last time.
Yeah, if we just leave them blank, which will be blank on your screen, your sheet. So
Yeah. Is Maniac still out here? Yeah, he's still out there.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make him blue. And who else? Blue K.
Yep.
All right. And so those two you guys are now moderators, and we're using that feature to help us keep track of the games. Doesn't have anything to do with the games, but it makes it easier for us to track. All right. Do we see the number yet? I don't see it.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Let's one more time, 1 to 20 without going, and we're going this time around. We're going to do closest without going over. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah. Sorry. Previous game. 1 to 20 without going over, and closest. I'm sorry. 1 to 20, and we're going to go with the closest number without going over. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Getting distracted here. So 1 to 20, and whoever is the closest without going over wins. We'll give it like 60 seconds.
I see it right there.
I see it too. Stop. Right there. Rocky Mountain Bear. Number 9. And you're getting a silver quarter.
Congratulations, Rocky Mountain Bear.
64, a not touched by HVAC residential basics silver quarter. 64. It actually has a, not too bad of toning on it. Not too bad.
Yeah, it looks good, really.
Yeah. Not too bad. All right. Congratulations, Rocky Mountain Bear. You have won. Do I have your mailing address? Shoot me an email, because I don't remember if I got your mailing address or not, Rocky Mountain Bear. Shoot me an email, HoosierStacker@gmail.com, to claim your prize, because I don't remember if I got your address or not. Congratulations to Rocky Mountain Bear.
I'm finally getting my dime out that Yankee sent me, putting it in the stack.
Yeah, you just got that, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit ago. Finally pulled it off and just adding it in.
Add it to the stack.
Yep.
All right, let's get on out here. I've got to go to work. Hey, Lemonhead, thanks for stopping by. We were actually about ready to head on out here, but thanks for stopping by. Anyway, Lemonhead, thank you very much. And everyone else out here this evening, thanks for hanging out.
Hey, Lemonade.
And HVAC,
yeah, have a good.
Still here, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
In HVAC, we will see you guys tomorrow or next week, next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern at a Stackers Gathering. HVAC, thank you very much. Still here, we'll talk to you, both of you, later.
Yep. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and spending a little bit of time with us. See you next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern at a Stackers Gathering. Until then, just keep stacking. Good night, everybody.